It's about whether or not you have free will. It's about whether or not you have a soul. Because in the minds of those who seek to rule us, we do not. But don't take it from me. Listen.
That if you have enough data and you have enough computing power, you can understand people better than they understand themselves, and then you can manipulate them in ways which were previously impossible. And in such a situation, the old democratic system stopped functioning. We need to reinvent democracy for this new era in which humans are now hackable animals. You know, the whole idea that humans have, you know, they have this soul or spirit and they have free will and nobody knows what's happening inside me. So whatever I choose, whether in the election or whether in the supermarket, this is my free will, that's over.
Yeah, those are things of the past. And I'll play the full quote here in a second so you have the context. This is Dr. Yuval Harari, who has given talks at Google and with Mark Zuckerberg and multiple times at the World Economic Forum. Sometimes he has a bit of a mishmash with the singularity, but you hear this underlying idea that the idea that humans have a free will or have a soul is no longer in the question. Right now, we rule you. This is a constant theme from technocrats. Indeed, Edward Bernays said, quote, "If we understand the mechanism and motives of the group mind, is it not possible to control and regiment the masses according to our will without their even knowing about it?" He poses it as sort of a rhetorical question, but not anymore. Now it is a conclusion already. We do control because we are technocrats. We have enough data and enough technology that we know you better than you know yourself. We can make decisions better than you can for your future. And that is the arrogance, the hubris of these people who have taken over and who are telling you, you can't eat what you want to eat anymore. You can't control what goes in your body, or even whether or not we modify your DNA.
The difference of this fourth industrial revolution is it doesn't change what you are doing. It changes you. If you take genetic editing, right. Just as an example, it's you who are changed. And of course, this has a big impact on your identity. Yeah.
And so in response to those who ask, what do you mean, Christian, when you say what is a technocrat? Well, it is these people who believe that if only armed with enough data, with enough technology, the latest science, then we can finally do things right. We can do communism right. We can do capitalism better. You hear these words, right, from Mariana Mazzucato as she calls for climate lockdowns. We'll do capitalism better. We'll reinvent economy. No, this means we're taking over, and you don't have a free will. You don't have a soul. You don't even own your body anymore. The state, we control everything. So let's listen to that full quote so you understand the context here.
But some governments and corporations, for the first time in history, have the power to basically hack human beings. There is a lot of talk about hacking computers, hacking smartphones, hacking bank accounts, but the big story of our era is the ability to hack human beings. And by this I mean that if you have enough data and you have enough computing power, you can understand people better than they understand themselves, and then you can manipulate them in ways which were previously impossible. And in such a situation, the old democratic system stopped functioning. We need to reinvent democracy for this new era in which humans are now hackable animals. You know, the whole idea that humans have, you know, they have this soul or spirit and they have free will and nobody knows what's happening inside me. So whatever I choose, whether in the election or whether in the supermarket, this is my free will, that's over. We need to come to terms with the fact that, no matter again, this is where philosophy meets computer science and biology.
Free will, a soul, things of the past. What do you think? You think humanity can overcome these challenges? Can we keep our soul? Are you willing to fight for it? Or have we already lost our souls? Are we already in a beast system that will just roll over us? A boot stomping on the face of humanity for the rest of time? At this point, it's up to you. There can be no leaders in a decentralized revolution.